What is going on, everybody? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Welcome back to the Atlanta Falcons Realistic Rebuild, episode 4 here. I appreciate all of you for not just hitting that like button, but watching till the end. The support of this series has been great. We're off to a great start, and I am so excited to keep this thing rolling. So without further ado, let's get into it. We are sitting here in week 6, coming off the bye week. It's been a pretty solid season, all things considered. The offense is getting rolling after a slow start, and the defense playing really well under Raheem Morris. So absolutely looking for a playoff push in the first year here with Joe Brady. You can see there Matt Ryan has calmed down after those 3 picks in the first couple of games, but really coming on as of late. And then the rushing, Najee Harris is on not injured reserve. He will be back in about 5 weeks or so. Great start for him, but unfortunately did get injured. Hoping to get him back to finish strong in the second half down the stretch. The receiving game, Russell Gage has been incredible for us in the slot. We do have Julio Jones coming to talk to us this week. He is actually frustrated. Calvin Ridley, I imagine he wants to be a bigger part of the offense, but things are working here, so don't want to mix things up too much, though we do want to keep our stars happy at the same time. And then defensively, Isaiah Oliver's been a stud in the run defense that has surprised this year, that has been a focal point of our offseason program, getting bigger, faster, stronger, more discipline in that run defense. Marlon Davidson having a bit of a breakout, which is huge for us. He was kind of a domino piece, a swing factor for this defense, and he's having a great year. As you can see there, 3 sacks as that full-time starter at defensive tackle, so you love to see that. The addition of Solomon Thomas has been nice. Foyesade Oluokun, after getting a contract extension, is really balling out for us, 2 picks. So some guys on defense definitely stepping up under Raheem Morris's defensive unit here. Something that this Falcons team has been lacking over the last really 4 or 5 years under Dan Quinn is development on the defensive side of the ball. So like I said, Julio Jones is frustrated. I am going to try to get him more involved this week. We want to keep him happy. That superstar of the offense there. So 5 touches or 100 yards. We do, by the way, have a ton of playage ahead. We already used our full offensive playage, and we used our fourth quarter playage, which means all we have left is any breakouts that we might get, along with the Play the Moments mini game for all of our divisional games, to which we have 5 more to go. So that will really be the makeup for the remainder of this season. Lots of action ahead here as we finish up these upgrades. There is Isaiah Oliver, who is nearing the end of his contract. Really need him to emerge as a capable starter before we make him a long-term piece of the future here. But until he can prove that, we are going to scout these bigger-bodied corners in this class. I definitely think this could be a direction that we go in the draft at some point. If not to replace Oliver, then for more depth. We do get our right tackle back this week, Caleb McGarry. Good to have him back. Greg Little stepped up, played pretty well in his stead. And we are on to New Orleans against the division-leading Falcons. We could take first place in the division with a win here. So 3 Play the Moments, a maximum of 1 full drive, as is our Play the Moments minigame here. And we can play anything in the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter, that is. We're going to go with the grayouts this week. Here we go. Never easy to come into the Superdome against Sean Payton and these Saints, even without Drew Brees, especially when there's fans back in the stadium here in 2021. So right out the gate, we get a red zone alert, take advantage, get some points. I'm going to skip that along, and we come away with the touchdown, but do miss the PAT. And then we respond with a field goal. The defense continues to play well under here. Raheem Morris doing such a great job with this defense. Holds them to a field goal. A low-scoring game early on, 12-3. Saints answer with a touchdown. Now we're driving. Haven't gotten a lot of great opportunities here. 15-10. Saints are driving, and they take the lead. Finally, a red zone look late in the game. So we're in pretty good shape here. If we can put this in, we'll still have 2 moments to play, and we get to play inside 2 minutes. Julio Jones wants his touches. He pays it back on that one. Nice little curl route. Just going to go power on 2nd and inches. Oh, big lane. That's Tim Jordan with all those running back injuries. Valiant performance, 12 carries for 43 yards today. Quite the peculiar formation there from the Saints here at the goal line with the 3 tech linebackers there. High pointing to Julio, and Matt Ryan sails that out the back of the end zone. Not a good look right there. Julio had some space. But we're going to go back to Jordan here. Gets blocked up well, jukes into the end zone, and we take the lead with a touchdown. That is Tim Jordan, the Tennessee product. Nice touchdown. And the defense is going to give up, a field goal there? Back on defense, and we're going to have to play this one in the red zone with 3 minutes 21 to play. Get back. Oh, there's a sack. Get it. Oh, man. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the day. Wish we could have recovered that, but still a huge sack. The 5th sack of the day for this defense that continues to be the storyline of the team. And it's Nick Mullins in there for New Orleans, by the way, filling in for Drew Brees. Get back, Dion. 2 picks for the defense today. Corn Elder on the tackle that time. 2-minute warning. Probably 4-down territory here for the Saints. Field goal doesn't make much sense for them. Sticking to what we do well here, but we are going to have Williams on a man assignment up the slot. Don't want to give that up. Tackle well, Oliver. Good job. 4th and goal. It's a huge play. Oh, and he throws it right to Allen for the 3rd pick of the day. Probably should have just kneed that one out. But what a pick from Allen. Stays true to his high 3rd, and Mullins gives it right to him. An interception that'll probably seal the deal here, but we do need at least 1 first down here. It's definitely where you wish you had Najee Harris in there. His brother to finish this one out. Gage is going to break the tackle. And could he go? He stays in bounds. What a run. What a play call from Joe Brady. Not afraid to get a little gimmicky down there on the jet sweep pop pass. And that ought to do it. Technically, the Saints maybe could get it with like 10 seconds left. Oh, another missed tackle for the Saints as Tim Jordan makes a man miss. And that will officially seal the deal. Absolutely a game that goes into the toughness, back to the basics, winning close games, playing discipline. Everything we wanted to establish here with Joe Brady and bringing Raheem Morris back, who's just done such a stellar job with this defense. And the Atlanta Falcons climbing to 3-2 and first place in the NFC South. Matt Ryan loves it. Look at the stat sheet. Matt Ryan, good ball control game. No turnovers. Tim Jordan does a great job carrying the load. 62 yards and a touchdown. Hayden Hurst. Julio Jones going to be disappointed, but it's not like there was a whole lot of receiving going on. Russell Gage and Hayden Hurst doing the majority of the work in the passing game. Russell Gage continues his phenomenal season in a contract year. Going to be tough not to pay him with the way he's producing right now. And then 2 sacks for Grady Jarrett. Solomon Thomas continues to dominate out here. What a signing that has been. He has proved to be a great scheme fit as that defensive end, the Michael Bennett role, taking Michael Bennett's number. Actually reminiscent of the actual Michael Bennett signing, who was kind of a bargain free agent for the Seahawks back when he totally broke out coming over from Tampa Bay. So really replicating that. Isaiah Oliver, Terrell, both the young corners getting picks. This is everything we wanted to see from this defense. What a job this unit has done. And plenty of upgrades to complement it. But what a sight for sore eyes for Falcons fans who have gone years without really seeing a whole lot of development from any of these guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But to get guys like Solomon Thomas to really step up, Terrell and Isaiah Oliver stepping up, Marlon Davidson as well. It's just like I said, a sight for sore eyes. A lot of time still to go to find out if we can be a legitimate, playoff threat this year, but the initial signs of the Joe Brady era are looking quite good. Let's see what Julio Jones has to say. Really no love lost. He gained that morale when we made promises, and then he lost it back, so not the end of the world there. We're going to go ahead to week 7. Obviously, this time of year, you start thinking about trades and all that good stuff, but I don't think there is a single position that we would want to disrupt the chemistry right now. I think everyone's playing excellent. I don't think a trade makes a lot of sense, so not going to worry about that. You can see Isaiah Oliver there wins Defensive Player of the Week. You love to see that. Maybe he could get a breakout here. That would be awesome. I will take another look at the re-signings, however. So Solomon Thomas, we're actually going to let his season play out a little more. He's not asking for a lot, but with the way he's playing right now, I could see giving him a 2-3+ year extension to really be that starting defensive end for us. Russell Gage, definitely maybe the time to pay him, honestly. He wants $6 million per year for a capable slot receiver that's really come on. I think that is absolutely realistic and something that I think this team needs. And we don't know where Julio Jones is going to be down the road, so I'm going to make him that offer right there, just over $6 a year. He could still develop. He actually wants some more money with how he's playing, so we'll continue to monitor that. And then Isaiah Oliver, he's only asking for $3 a year. I don't think that's quite realistic at this point in time. I think a player like that probably going to bet on himself with high athletic traits and the draft pedigree. A guy that's trying to get that, $10+ million a year type of contract to really prove that he is a high-quality starter in this league. So we'll continue to see how his season goes before we determine what we want to do with Isaiah Oliver. I will say, as we scout these receivers here, that position is quickly becoming a need because Russell Gage, I want to bring him back, but that is a decent chunk of change. And then we are going to have to pay Ridley and not Calvin Johnson, might as well be Calvin Johnson. Julio Jones getting up there in age. How long is he going to be there? There are currently 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first round projected receivers, and they all grade out well. So lots of great options in this upcoming draft. So lots of difficult decisions ahead. But for now, we are going to hop in and play the Carolina Panthers, who are 2-4. We do have to deal with Christian McCaffrey. I'm not going to worry about it. Running backs don't matter. We just got to do our thing, and I think we'll come away with the win. The Joe Brady revenge game. Or is it really the Corn Elder revenge game? So the Panthers drive down, kick a field goal right away, and then they're going to bounce around and get a touchdown, but now we get a red zone look. 1st and 10, this pop pass has really been working for us. Get the blocking on that side. Let it set up, great blocking. Russell Gage almost gets the first down. Now the outside zone, Ito Smith. Move the sticks. Some stick work here, potential blitz for Carolina. Good job for Matt Ryan to just get rid of that. Great press coverage on Julio Jones there. That's a rarity. Gonna go power here. We got Chris Lindstrom on the move. Great blocker he is. Go, what? We were just talking you up, Chris Lindstrom. What the hell was that? That was one of the worst power pulls I've ever seen in my life. Get upfield. That was an easy touchdown. I was waiting on him to go upfield, and he never did. Matt Ryan climbs, but can't get away from Kawan Short. That lack of mobility down in the red zone really can show sometimes with Matt Ryan. And we will settle for the field goal with Samaglia. Defense does step it up, however, and we get another red zone trip. It is 3rd and 2, probably 4-down territory here. Let's see if we can get it, though. Shaq Thompson stuffs it. 4th and 1. We're going to go shotgun. Looks like likely cover 4. It is, but actually disguised a little bit. Maybe cover 6 or something, but good job. Matt Ryan adjusting. It's actually cover 2. Matt Ryan running, and there's the mobility from Matt Ryan. Runs it into the end zone. There's a touchdown. Defense starting to play well. We could play this 2-minute drill, but I'm going to... Oh, no, that looks like a turnover. And Carolina gets a field goal off of the turnover. So sloppy end to the first half. We have one more play the moment left. We're right in this thing. The defense continues to play well, but the offense really not picking up the slack here this week. I am going to... Let's see, what's the... it's 3rd and 1, driving. I am going to take over here, 4-down territory. We need to score here and then maybe make some magic happen in the 2-minute, but not looking great. Ridley with the catch. Let's go hurry up that clock. Really important. Matt Ryan does have 2 interceptions here this week. Just get rid of that. Give Julio a chance. Go get it, Julio. Whew. Almost intercepted. Julio leaves Matt Ryan hanging on that one. Make a man miss. Ito. 4th down. Julio Jones, old reliable, moves the sticks. Sweating this one out, to be sure. Not sure what this penalty is going to be. That was a good throw by Matt Ryan. It's going to be a roughing the passer call. So we will get the ball down here at the 1-yard line. We're going to go toss. See if we can get a good block. Losing yardage. 4 yards lost. And Hayden Hurst goes up for it. Great throw from Matt Ryan. Second level of the defense down there in the red zone. Great place to attack. And we're going to have to skip ahead here. So let's skip the next possession. See what happens. Carolina goes down and kicks the field goal, which makes it a 8-point game inside the 2-minute. A chance to send this one to overtime, but it will not come easy. But you can't ask for a much better opportunity, given the way we were looking about 7 minutes ago. We got to go hurry up. Clock not the end of the world here, but definitely got to be conscious of it. Let's call that timeout. Ridley, having a good day. Go, go, go. Hayden Hurst, timeout. Matty Ice is trying to get his mojo back. Blitz is on. Great job. Go, go, go. Using a lot of time to get Ito Smith out there. Timeout. It definitely used up some clock, but it was worth it. Can Julio get a one-on-one on the outside here? Let's see what that safety does. Safety is going to stay. Oh, but Julio roasts some. And Matt Ryan squeezes it into the back of the end zone. What a throw, what a catch, what a play. And it's going to come down to the 2-point conversion to force overtime. What a throw, what a feed from Matt Ryan. Jeremy Chin, not so comfortable in that free safety spot, more of a box safety. Doesn't show the best range on that one. They want to review it in the booth. I don't think there's any question about this one. Oh yeah, he gets both those feet in. No doubt. Secured the catch to the ground. Absolutely. Okay, we are going to space this thing out. Matt Ryan tries to get away, but everything covered up. And it's gonna be a loss, barring any onside kick magic. A great hold for Carolina. Matt Ryan gave it his best. A great response by the team. But the NFC South is just going to tighten up here as the Panthers climb to 3 wins. Not sure what the Saints are doing this week. We're sitting at 3 wins. The Bucs right around there. Look at the stats today. Matt Ryan, just okay. 2 picks early on, hurt, but a good fourth quarter to come back. Try to lead the comeback to fall just short. Receiving game, Julio stays quiet, but obviously the huge touchdown at the end of that one. And then for this defense, another good day for the D. Oluokun gets 11 tackles. We get a half a sack from Solomon Thomas. 2 interceptions from Isaiah Oliver and Foyesade Oluokun. Luckily, we paid Oluokun already, but Isaiah Oliver definitely going to be getting expensive here. Going to be worth much more than the $3 million that EA is saying he's worth. Get some critical upgrades here. Calvin Ridley. Let's rip this upgrade off. Ooh, it looks like a good one. Agility, a release. Love to see it. Chris Lindstrom. Can we improve that lead block after that crap you showed us on that power pole? And then Jared Pinkney. Actually going to work on his blocking a little bit. Get tougher at that tight end spot. On to Philadelphia next week. Again, we are 3-3, not considering any trades at the deadline here. Still no breakouts. The Eagles are 1-5. Saints pick up another win, so they take first place back, but we're sitting there in second place. So still very much alive. Oluokun picks up Defensive Player of the Week. Offensive coordinator wants to know how we want to handle the week here. I am going to emphasize preparation over rest. We are in the thick of the season here. Short week. Team didn't love it, but we did get better. So this is one we've got a sim. We've got a run of 3 straight divisional games after this game, which will set up really nicely for our next episode. Let's see what happens here against Philadelphia. A win, 27-24. Great team win. Matt Ryan, pretty good day. Does throw a pick. Ito Smith carrying quite the load this week. A lot of rushing attempts. Receiving game, Russell Gage continues to be our leading receiver. Julio, Calvin Ridley, just a little more quiet. Ricardo Allen leading the team in tackles this week. A sack for Dante Fowler, who's coming on. No interceptions. The Saints do lose, so we climb back to first place against the Saints this week. Really setting up for an exciting finish to our first full season. I just want to recap our stats on the season before we get out of here. Again, guys, please do hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. It really does help me out. The series is off to a great start, so I appreciate you considering that down below. But Matt Ryan, pretty good season. Nothing crazy, but he's honed it in and helped this team rip off some wins, so I'm proud of the way Matt Ryan has responded. The run game just hasn't really been there. Najee Harris, clearly the best back. He's going to be out for a few more weeks here, but we should get him back relatively soon. And then the receiving game, Russell Gage leading the team. Hayden Hurst playing for that contract. He's on the 5th-year option. Or maybe next year he's on the 5th-year option. And then for the defense, look at the season Foyesade Oluokun is having. He's having a defensive player, best linebacker type of year. 3 picks, 49 tackles. Isaiah Oliver also just crushing it this year. We're going to have to give him a nice contract, hoping he gets some nice natural development, but if he doesn't, we will interfere, as we like to do in this series. If guys really step up, we'll give them a player review of sorts and kind of counter that with someone else around the league that's also playing well for someone else. But AJ Terrell, same thing, playing really good. Love to see those 2 corners stepping up. Would love to get a breakout for one of those guys in the upcoming weeks. And then, hell, even Dante Fowler, look at that, 7 sacks, having one of his best career years. Like I said, dude, just The Falcons fans are not used to guys like Solomon Thomas and Dante Fowler turning things around for the better. A guy like Marlon Davidson, Foye Sadaluakun, more raw prospects having great seasons. A veteran in Ricardo Allen having a good year. It's just been an all-around excellent season for the defense. Raheem Morris, in a world where there's actually coordinators in this game that get hired elsewhere, Raheem Morris making a case for a head coaching position as a top defensive coach in this league. But really happy with where we're sitting. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm excited to come back with episode 5 soon. But until next time, guys, cheers, and we'll see you later.